I'm Patty Reilly-Murphy, and I am, first of all, beyond honored to be standing up here with this amazing family that has meant so much to all of us in this room tonight, and to the community of Oak Park and Berwyn. Just can't even, I know we all feel the same way. I'm here tonight on behalf of Senator Don Harmon, who is in Springfield tonight, but his office called me today and asked me if I would come pick up this proclamation from the state of Illinois that honors the FitzGerald family. So there's a lot of whereases. If you'll bear with me, that would be great. These proclamations. Proclamation presented by Senate President Don Harmon to honor, recognize, and congratulate Bill and Kate FitzGerald, presented this 4th day of March 2020. Whereas the Illinois General Assembly is pleased to recognize the individuals who have given back to their communities and dedicated their time and talents to public service. And, it's not over. And whereas FitzGerald's Music Club began in 1980 when the FitzGerald family purchased the building at 6615 Roosevelt Road, which was later expanded by the purchase of neighboring buildings, and now celebrates its 40th anniversary. As a sought-after live music destination and a gathering spot beloved by the community for parties, fundraisers, craft fairs, family events, weddings, baseball games on the big screen, and an annual event featuring the Don Harmon Rock Band. Senator Harmon wrote this. It's his favorite day of the year. It's true. I hope he doesn't see this. Okay. Whereas FitzGerald's hosts regular open mic performances encouraging new artists to start performing and creating an active place to both listen to and play music. And whereas FitzGerald has enjoyed media attention appearing in various movies such as Adventures in Babysitting and Bon Jovi's Lost Highway music video, and hosting WDCB's Blues Day Tuesday, where's Tom Barber, every first Tuesday of the month. And whereas, I told you this was long, and whereas FitzGerald's hosts its annual American Music Festival every 4th of July weekend, an event that has grown to be a neighborhood tradition and a critically acclaimed live music event showcasing genres of Americana music, and hosts music nights in honor of holiday traditions such as Mardi Gras, St. Patrick's Day, and Christmas. And whereas FitzGerald's has gained a national reputation as a destination for live music, has fostered the growth of a music corridor on Roosevelt Road, and become a staple in the community, therefore be it proclaimed by the 101st General Assembly of the state of Illinois that we honor FitzGerald's and thank Bill and Kate FitzGerald and the family, for their achievements, and wish them good luck in their future endeavors, and that a suitable copy of this proclamation be presented to them as an expression of our esteem and gratitude. Senate President Don Harmon.
All right, I don't know how many of you guys have bets with Joey and when I'm gonna, I'm gonna well up, and he knows it. And by the way, my well is full. So the cat's out of the bag. I mean, who hasn't seen the wonderful article in the Tribune? Steve Johnson, Dave Hochter, my dear friend's blog piece. The photographs.
Already?
This is a dream. This is a dream. We've had many films here, but it's like a movie.
Yeah.
So,
We love you.
read the stories, folks. But we all started here with a simple idea New Year's Day, that year I think New Year's Eve was a Thursday, so you've got Friday, Saturday, Sunday, just to keep going, you know. And it was a great party at a buddy's apartment near the Park West, and you know, it went all afternoon into the evening. We just talked about, wouldn't it be great to own a bar and have music, you know. We could save up to get, you know, Ry Cooder or Jimmy Buffett. I hear he's traveling in a bus with a bunch of guys, and that's what we talked about. Long story short, it ended up being my father and mother and my brother Chris went in on it. We called Uncle Jerry, and he was a great lawyer. He talked to the people that owned it. Not only was it for sale, but it was being sold. There were two guys down the street that wanted to open a cook your steak joint. Like right here would have been hot coals. And, you know, there'd be T-bones and ribeyes over there and cocktails. And, well, their wives said, no way you're going to do that, you guys. Keep working on cars. So we got the place. My dad was keen to do something other than editing the magazine he was working for, and he loved to try things, and he did all the plumbing here, all the electric work himself. He designed all the lighting, designed the logo. My mom and dad took a huge risk. I mean, they put money up, and it was only $60,000. Hey, when you got 9 kids, it's a big deal. And you know, you're investing in a bar. All the horrible things that could come out of a bar. So we worked on it. It took us 9 months. We kept moving the opening day, you know, July, end of summer, whatever. And then it turned out to be December 18th. So 9 months. We opened up with a great jazz band featuring veteran Chicago musicians and also Eric Snyder. Are you here, Eric? Yeah. Eric Snyder was, he blew the first note on the saxophone here. And I gotta tell you, he met his wife Nora right there in that doorway, and they've been married all these years. So a couple things, maybe Chris remembers this. I got advice from a guy down the street at the depot. He said, man, I'd be careful about musicians. They're weird people. Beware. Yeah, okay, thank you. Stuck in my brain. And then the other time when Chris and another guy were up in the front, we used to have a post out there, and we were hanging our custom-made sign with the logo. Very proud of it. And this, Six-Pack Joe walks by, and he looks up at us, and we look down, and he goes, "Hey, don't you know this is the street of broken dreams?" We're like, "Hey, thanks, buddy. See you later." So it's a the simple idea of a great old room.
Stage.
It has all those simple ingredients. Four wooden walls. It's got a vibe. It might. It's got history.
It's got a soul.
You add to that a wonderful staff. A great doorman. Al Downs, our great original doorman, to greet you at the door. Our club friends, our music fans. It's just unbelievable. They're all part of it, And then you add music and great musicians.
Yeah.
And then you're going to hear something like this.
We love you.
remember my mom and dad dancing together on that opening night right here.
I remember the toilets were put in a half hour before opening, but it all went well.
I remember being in tears trying to hook up those damn toilets.
All right, so for me, this is a journey because one, my dad sold his shares to my younger brother Terry and I, and my dad was a huge part of opening the club back in the day. But I have to say, these walls have like an amazing memory of just love and goodness from everybody here. And there's a song, he wrote a sonnet, and there's a line from the sonnet that I think captures 100% what happens here every day. And that line is simply, magic in the commonplace delight.
Hey everybody, I'm Joe Cleach. I'm married to Catherine. Everybody knows me. And here, this is, I'd like to say this. You can pick your friends, but you can't pick your family. And I'm truly grateful that I'm part of the FitzGerald family. I really am. And they're part of mine. This place is so special. I got married here 35 years ago, and I just started getting along with her last week. What's so cool about this place to me is you have, it's life. FitzGerald's is life. You have christenings, baptisms, graduations, weddings, and then funerals here. You encompass everything in this in the world we live, and I am definitely a better person from knowing the FitzGerald family. I'd like to raise a glass to the FitzGeralds. God bless everyone here.
Cheer for us, like a really probably never happen again for us, so what the hell, right? But you know, now that we're done congratulating ourselves, you should congratulate yourselves.
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, everyone's like, oh, the vibe, but it's no vibe without you guys. It's no vibe without you guys. I mean, people come here, they love it. I always say to Bill, because he started when he was 28 and this was it for him. I've had many jobs. I said to him, let me tell you something, there's not that many jobs where people come up to you and tell you how great you are. So you better, come on. Yeah, but I really want you guys to congratulate yourselves. All those nights when, who was here for Alejandro when all the lights went out? Did you leave? No. Who was here for Expo 76 when the power went out? Did you leave? No. You're fantastic. Not to mention, you put our kids through school. You helped us buy our house. It's only because of you we have a Subaru. So, as much as you think you owe to us, we owe everything to you. And we just want to say thank you.
I've been an owner of this place for 40 years, and this is the first time I've spoken to anyone. It feels good. It's good we have Mom here too. I'm actually a special ed teacher in Australia, so we're talking to you people is easy. You're so nice. One of the things about this place, because actually Bill said the original doorman's out of bounds, but I was the original doorman. But the thing about the people here is that you guys came in, you just had a nice time. It was effortless. You know, so it was like a non-job. It's like just have a beer and talk to fun people, so, and listen to good bands. But I grew up with Bill, and so I shared a room with him, and he shared a room with me. And he did everything he could to get out of that room. And Bill has said it was a simple idea, but it really wasn't a simple idea. He's been working his internship all his life. He had a 3/4 in Evanston at the age of 7 or 6, still beating on boards with his hammer. We moved to Cleveland. He turned a garage into a carnival and actually hired, I was chained to a wall, a zombie or something. And actually they tried to stiff me on not paying me. I got cheated. But that was good. So Bill's been working on this carnival thing for a long time. And then we moved to Cincinnati and there was a tree house. And then he was in high school and his friends used to get along the bus and they'd unclip the little clamps, and then the bus would pull out and then pull the whole Shane beer sign off the side of the bus, and they'd panel the ceiling of our garage. And he had little blinds up in beds and stereos and blenders, and he had it all. Sorry, Mom. I used to rent the place for 25 cents a head, and then I'd charge him 50 and I'd get half of that. But Bill has always been working towards this thing, and he's the guy that spent all what little money he had at Bell's Holla buying albums for our whole family. And he had me laying down between speakers, listen to the drum solo go back and forth, back and forth.
He still does that.
Still does. But it's just been a great pleasure for us. And I'm just grateful to see that you guys are happy, and we are too. So, all the best.
I cannot remain silent.
Ever.
But I have to say that I've been enriched by this place, and I think a lot of you guys feel the same way. And, I got my first steady gig. I was a broom boy that was, like the old, sweeping up the place on St. Patrick's Day, our very first St. Patrick's Day. And in walks this guy from County Kerry, Ireland, Cuz Tehan, Terence Tehan. 2 ladies, all in their 60s, probably. And Cuz Tehan gets to talking to Dr. Staunton, Dr. Roach, a couple of the neighbors, the Irish, the mafia. And, the next thing I know, I'm going home to get my mandolin and guitar. And I sat in with these guys and I played the entire 3 hours set. And then I was on a recording with the Irish Musicians Association 2 weeks later. So thank you, FitzGerald's. Love this place.
All right, folks, we'll like the song that Clifton Schneider used to sing here all the time. How's it go? It says, hey, you want to have some fun? Let's all get together. We're here. Let's let the good times roll. All right, folks, Expo 76 and the Total Pro Horn. Thank you so much.